Hi, my name is ZaKaiRan and welcome to my podcast, How to Create a Magical, Abundant Life by Telling a New Story, or A Magical Life is Just a Fairy Tale Away, where I basically show you how to, if you want a new and improved life, if you want to create a new and improved life, well, you got to start telling a new and improved story. So I hope you enjoy this podcast. If you do, share it with your friends. Come visit me at ZaKaiRan.com for more self-empowering goodies to help you become a conscious, deliberate creator of reality. All right, here we go. How to create a magical, abundant life by telling a new story, or a magical life is just a fairy tale away. So, basically, if you want a new and improved life, well, then you got to start telling a new and improved story. We live in a magical, unconditional universe that is completely unrealistic and doesn't care what has already happened or what is currently happening. And this universe will give you any crazy idea you want, regardless of how realistic or unrealistic you may judge it to be. And you can create any life you desire if you start telling that crazy story and start thinking that crazy story. That's because the universe does not speak and understand words. It only speaks and understands vibration. And if you can vibrate a new reality, then the entire universe jumps and dances to help you create it. So the story you tell yourself about how you want your life to be, even though it is not necessarily physically here yet, the universe doesn't care, because the universe is completely unrealistic. And the story you're telling yourself and others creates a vibration within you. And that vibration is the only language the universe speaks. So if you tell yourself the story that everything sucks, and there's injustice everywhere, and we're all doomed because of our evil ways, and there are forces trying to control us, and you've been a bad girl or a bad boy or a bad non-gender specific person, then the universe receives your vibration and wholeheartedly supports that very sad, fearful, limited, crappy story, and happily gives you more of that. So the story you tell yourself is not for the universe. It is for you. Because the story you tell yourself and others about your life and life on planet Earth causes you to vibrate good or bad feelings. Positive, uplifting, prosperous-oriented feelings, or negative, depressing, limited-oriented feelings, depending on what you're thinking and depending on what you're talking about. And either way, the universe will give you more of that. More thoughts that are similar in nature, and more things and people and situations that appear limited and negative or unlimited and positive. Whatever that matches the vibration of your thoughts and feelings. So, what is the story that you have been telling yourself and other people about your life? Well, the answer is obvious. Look at your life. If your life is great, then you've been telling a great story. So keep it up. But if your life sucks, then you had better stop telling that same old sucky story. So pay attention to your thoughts and pay attention to your conversations about the subjects that are less than desirable in your life, and stop talking about shit that's less desirable in your life. When the conversation heads into, say, the money realm, what story are you telling? If you're telling the same old story of money is hard to come by, lack, and more lack, poverty, and no matter how hard you work, you can't seem to get ahead, and your boss is a jerk, and there's a limitation of this and a limitation of that, and et cetera, then you're shooting yourself in the foot. Stop telling that poor me, I'm a victim story. Stop telling that woe is me, poor, pitiful me, victimhood story. You're not a victim to money. You're not a victim to anything. Money isn't out to get you. Your boss isn't out to get you. Your boss doesn't even care about you. Money doesn't even know you. The government isn't out to get you. They don't even know you exist. No one is out to get you but you. So stop sabotaging your happiness and prosperity by being unrealistic and banging the drum of how your life is and how your life, how your life is does not matter. How your life is has no effect upon how your life can be and will be unless you keep telling the same old story and banging the same old drum about how crappy your life is. Start telling a completely new, unrealistic fantasy about how you want your life to be, and your life will start becoming that fantasy. That fantasy will become reality. And this completely unrealistic, unconditionally loving and allowing universe will make it so. Because your wish is your command. Because the universe doesn't care where you've been or even where you are. All the universe, all God cares about, all Source cares about is where you want to go. Because this universe, this creation, is all about creating new stuff, not regurgitating the old stuff. It's all about what's next, what's next to do, what's next to have fun with, what's next to create. What already exists is already done. It already exists. It's already been created. And the universe doesn't care about what's already been created. That's old news. The universe isn't interested in trying to go back in time to try to change the present, which isn't possible anyway. Source, God, Goddess, the universe, whatever you want to call it, does not ever look back. The universe is only interested in what's new, what's next, what improvements are we going to create next. It's impossible to change the present, even for the universe, even for Source, even for God, because the present reality is already done. It's a done deal. So there's nothing left to do but create new stuff and create improvements upon current stuff. So stop trying to do the impossible. Stop trying to go against the laws of physics and the laws of the universe by trying to change present reality by fighting against present reality. It doesn't work, and it's a complete waste of your completely all-powerful creative energy that would be better serviced and better applied creating new and wonderful things. So if you want a prosperous, happy, exciting life, then you've got to become completely unrealistic, like Source, like God, like the universe is, and tell a crazy, unrealistic, unlimited, wondrous, exciting story of how you want your life to be, not how it is. It's time to be Cinderellas and Cinderfellas and start believing in fairy tales and fairies and magic and dreams coming true. And they will if you start telling that new and improved story. If you start telling that fairy tale, your life will become a fairy tale. Stop telling your old story of woe is me and how you're destined to slave away forever for your evil stepmother, and start telling your story, your new story, of grand, exciting, adventurous balls and golden carriages and ruby slippers and Prince Charmings and Princess Good Hearts, and tell your story of immense wealth and generosity and adventure and fun and excitement and amazing relationships. And your fairy godmother, a.k.a. the universe, a.k.a. Source, a.k.a. God, a.k.a. you as Source, will grant your wishes without reservation. And then you will absolutely, positively, and completely, unrealistically live happily ever after. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you share with your friends, bless them with this fairy tale. Come visit me at ZaKaiRan.com for more goodies to help you become a master of creation and live a life like a fairy tale. Thanks again for watching this or listening to this podcast, and I wish you immense joy and abundance on your magnificent fairy tale adventure of divine creation. And always remember, too, make life a holiday, or in this case, make life a fairy tale.